Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. In today's video, we're looking at this, which is CKK Pedals SHXC pedal. And this pedal just might be my favorite overdrive ever. I came across this pedal a few months ago when Pete Thorne reviewed it, and I know Pete Thorne makes everything sound absolutely amazing, but I was particularly impressed by how versatile this pedal was. So CKK got in contact last week or a couple of weeks ago and sent me this pedal. For this video, I'm going to be plugged into my divided by 13 CJ11, which is sort of tweed, think of it like a deluxe sort of sounding amp. And with the pedal turned off, the tone sounds like this. So this pedal is sort of based on and improving on the Klon. So what we've got here, we've got your standard sort of Klon controls, and think of it more like a KTR, because we've also got this switch here, which is for the buffer. Now, personally, I always love buffers, so I'm going to leave it with the buffer in, but I will show both because it doesn't actually make that much of a difference to the sound, unlike the Klon KTR. So let's leave it in the buffered up position, and we've got volume, tone, and gain just like a Klon. Now, here's the thing about this pedal, which is not the case with a Klon, especially something like the KTR, because this pedal works extremely well in all sort of gain settings. So let's try it out as a boost pedal. Now again, here's my clean sound. Now what happens with a Klon style pedal is when you start to increase the gain, it brings in more and more mid-range. You're constantly playing with the tone control. But with this pedal, it's different. So it sounds fantastic as a boost pedal. Sounds fantastic as a low gain drive. Let's turn up the gain. Keep going. Now we're not getting any of that mid-range hump that we get with a Klon, which to me is incredibly effective because what we're doing here is increasing the gain but not having to play with the tone control at the same time. Now that's a lot of gain. That's more gain than I would ever need. And this pedal, even though it's at full tilt, it's incredibly quiet. Now, as we're increasing the gain, it's getting all of that sort of real nice Marshall sort of top end that you get from, say, like a Plexi, where you've got all of that pick attack. This pedal is incredibly versatile, where it goes anything from boost, which sounds fantastic, up to like quite high gain, which still sounds fantastic. Now that's quite unusual in a pedal. A lot of pedals sound great either as a boost or as a high gain pedal, but not really as a do it all sort of pedals. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we've got this buffer switch here, just like a Klon KTR. Let me take it out and you can hear the difference. So not only is that acting like a buffer, and I personally like overdrive pedals with buffers built in, but it tightens up the bottom end as well. Now, while we're in mid-gain mode, let's have a look at the tone control. So we can do all of those duties by sort of taking off the harsh top end of a Strat. To boosting the top end on some dark sounding guitars. Because it sounds so good in all modes, I would want two of these pedals on my board, because I want one to use as a boost and one to use as a high gain mode. A lot of pedals, as I've said earlier, sound great in one mode. They sound great as a high gain pedal, but as soon as you try to boost with it, it adds so much color that it really destroys your guitar sound. This pedal doesn't do that. It sounds absolutely fantastic in all modes. And if CKK Pedals came out with two of these in one enclosure, so like a double pedal, I think it would be an unbeatable drive pedal. I'll leave all the details of CKK's website in the notes so you guys can go and check that out. Currently, the SHXC pedal is retailing for $350, which is quite a lot for a single pedal. But if you compare it to something like a Klon, and the cheapest Klon that I could find at the moment on eBay, because you can only get them secondhand at the moment, is £450. So if you compare the two, and this definitely sounds better, I think this is an absolute bargain. I really hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did get something out of it, don't forget to like and subscribe, click on the bell button, and you'll be notified of any future video that comes out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.